Welcome back to Leeds Bradford Airport. It's Alex Belfield in the morning, meeting the people behind the scenes of the Helicopter Heroes, which is on at 9:15 on BBC1 weekdays, celebrating the work that the Air Ambulance does. And it's a vital resource for the NHS and for everyone in West Yorkshire, because you never know when you're going to need it. But it's not cheap, and the man who knows all about that is Paul. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Good morning.
It's nice to talk to you. I mean, it's just frustrating, isn't it, that something like a helicopter is so expensive and you've got to have the money from the public to keep it going.
Yeah, it actually costs us £7,200 every single day to fly the aircraft, which is a total of £2.5 million. We are called Yorkshire Air Ambulance, but obviously we help the visitors to the county as well. And in the summertime, the East Coast and the North Yorkshire moors, the population starts to swell and the air ambulance is needed in greater demand during daylight hours. In the wintertime in North Yorkshire, just before Christmas last year, it just left whole communities stranded without the aid of an air ambulance to actually transfer critically ill people. And it's not just the fact that we travel very quickly. We don't travel to the closest hospital to the incident that we're attending. We actually attend the most relevant treatment centre for anybody's life-threatening injuries. And you can see in the programme places like the Leeds General Infirmary helipad very busy for us because it's a major trauma centre in the north of England.
So £7,000+ a day to keep this thing flying. Where do you get your money from?
We work very hard and we have to listen to the people of Yorkshire. People think that fundraisers are motivated by raising money, and they're not. They're actually motivated by making sure the money that's raised is spent correctly, that every penny is used to providing a platinum service. And we respond to the people of Yorkshire in the way that they want to donate money to us. So we run recycling schemes. We ask people to complete direct debits to help us plan our income. People hold fantastic fundraising events. There are 3,400 patients who've been carried to a treatment centre, and they become great ambassadors and help to fundraise, as well as other schemes where people, even when they're getting married, don't have any presents. The money just gets sent to the people of Yorkshire. Other people literally sit down, write us a letter, write us a cheque, say thank you, do it anonymously, and help the air ambulance to keep flying every day.
How helpful are the government in keeping you in the air?
As an independent charity, we want to move things along at our own pace, and as far as the government support goes, that comes through the NHS and through the ambulance service providing the paramedics. In Yorkshire, we are the only air ambulance in the country that actually owns the helicopters. We took out mortgages totaling something just short of £5 million over a 7-year period, and right now the people of Yorkshire own one of the aircraft, and we have an outstanding mortgage of about £800,000 on the other aircraft, and we're hoping to pay that down as quick as we can.
How long do they last? How often do they have to be mended? And is it a good investment then overall? Are you proud with your helicopter that you've now paid for?
Very proud. The charity has assets of something like £5 million, which it didn't have 4 or 5 years ago, and it's only like whether you rent or buy a house, eventually that asset becomes yours. It will last somewhere between 15 and 20 years. There will be a period of time where we need to save money, but not right now. And what it does mean is that we can continue flying. They're obviously checked every single morning, but every 100 hours they undergo maintenance, and then once a year they actually undergo an annual service, which costs about £250,000 to do that each year.
It's incredible amounts of money, but of course the price to pay for that is that you're saving people's lives, and there's an awful lot of warmth about it. You've only got to see your programme to see the impact it can have on entire families, let alone the individual. Is that nice for you when people drop you a note after they have been rescued and say thank you?
We're a very small but proud team at Yorkshire Air Ambulance, and when we select people to come and work for the charity and raise money and handle the money, we're very careful. We want the best people, and of course once you've got the best people we can hit our targets, but it does mean that the feedback we get is absolutely terrific, and I know everybody who works in the fundraising team has received a kiss or a handshake or a hug of somebody who just said thank you because my mum, my brother, my sister, somebody I loved was saved. And when you watch the programme, I think it's amazing to see that a lot of the time the patient says, I don't remember being in the air ambulance, but you can see the loved ones around them being affected, and I think it's good to remember that there are people who love everybody and that they're affected by the air ambulance as well as the people who are carried.
And how important is Helicopter Heroes in promoting your cause and showing what you do?
It's very important. There are 23 air ambulances across England and Wales operating, and it heightens the profile that we're all charities. And you'll see in some of the incidents in the coming weeks, Cave and Fell Rescue, Mountain Rescue guys coming to the aid of other people and their charities as well. And there's not just Yorkshire Air Ambulance, but all the air ambulances and the other people involved. But it's terrific for the people of Yorkshire to see when they've raised the money, it's gone to save people's lives.
Paul, thank you so much for having me down today. It's been lovely meeting you all, and good luck with everything. And we'll come back again when the helicopter's here and he doesn't end up taking off and being busy.
Alex, thanks very much, and I'm sure one day you'll see it, which means everybody's safe in Yorkshire.
If I hang about a bit, you wouldn't give me a lift home, would you?
Wouldn't take you long to get back into Leeds from here.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks very much.